Today happens to be National Voter Registration Day, and while some are focusing on making sure people are registered to cast their ballot, those already registered are thinking about how they will vote in this year's general election.
Yeah, it could be a little different this year, Raphael. So if you're planning to vote absentee in November, we know it could be a little bit trickier than what you had to do in the primary election that was held back in June during the pandemic. So our own Kelsey Anderson is joining us live this morning with more on what you need to know if you plan to vote by mail. Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, good morning. So the election's not until November, but if you are planning on voting absentee, you need to start planning ahead because the deadline to apply for that absentee ballot is in just 1 month from today, October 22nd. So in June, the state approved no excuse absentee, but that has not happened yet for the general election. So as of right now, there are very specific things that will allow you to vote by mail. You can see all of those on WRTV.com. However, you don't have to mail in that absentee. So if you have concerns on mailing your ballot, you can turn it in person to your county's election board at early voting sites or on election day at any voting site before noon. Now, the deadline to apply to vote absentee again is October 22nd, and you can do that at indianavotes.com. And again, if you don't want to wait in that long line, if you are planning on voting in person, you don't want to wait in line, there are early voting sites that are going to be opening up. Just reach out to your county clerks to figure out when and where those sites are. Reporting live, Kelsey Anderson, WRTV.
All right, Kelsey, thank you. Here are some more dates and deadlines you need to remember. So Election Day is November 3rd. Early voting begins on October 6th. If you need to vote absentee, you should file for an application for a ballot immediately. The deadline to turn in your ballot application is October 22nd. Then when you get your absentee ballot, you must have it filled out and turned into the county election officials by noon on Election Day. We have collected all of this information, plus everything else you need to know to get ready for the general election. It's all in one easy place. Just go to WRTV.com/vote in 2020.